This Saturday night on WealthTV, unification, flyweight unification fight. Brian Viloria with us, fighting Hernan Marquez. Brian, how you doing?
I feel great. I'm doing great. Just getting this, getting ready for this press conference to kick off.
They keep putting you in these wars, and you keep showing up. These potential, what all the boxing press are saying, potential fight of the year. Do you read any of that stuff?
No, I don't really, read into it. I just do what I have to do, train hard, get myself ready for these fights, and make sure that everything is well prepared, and just execute. Just executing my game plan from round to round. I take it one round at a time. I don't really let what everyone's saying get to me, or I don't really read it. So it's nothing new to me. I've been in these type of situations a lot in the past. I've been with Sosa, with Segura, with with some other great fighters out there. But we're just going Saturday, and just have all the confidence in the world that we're prepared right for this one. And so we're just gonna have to go in there and execute.
Without giving too much away, give us a quick. What's the Brian Viloria, quick scouting report on Hernan Marquez?
The quick scouting report?
Yeah, without giving too much away, what you're trying to. I mean, what's he bring to the table?
What's he bring? A lot of power. Of course, everyone knows he has power, Tyson Marquez, but so did Segura, and I know how to try to neutralize that, and just go in there and perform to the best of my abilities, and dictate the fight on my side. And don't let him dictate the fight. If I just go in there and fight my fight, he should be okay.
The fact that, he's fought a few of the big names. He's fought Donaire, Concepcion, a couple of the bigger names in the lower weight divisions. You fought everybody. Some have been, some have been in wars. How much of that experience you think plays out? He's 24. You're 32 next week. How much does the experience you think play out, especially if this fight goes?
A lot. I learned from a lot of the losses also, and I learned from every battle that I've been in, and I understand how my body reacts to certain things, and I understand myself. So I need to just garner all of that and bring that back into the fight on Saturday, and just use all the knowledge I've gained throughout these years, and everything will be okay. I can't train enough. I can't train as hard as I did for this fight. So condition-wise, I'm there, but all it comes down to is just mentally preparing myself and getting myself to execute some of the game plans I've set out for myself in this past camp.
I remember a few years ago, when you were suffering a couple losses, you made some quotes basing the fact that you felt that your career, your back was against the wall in your career. Now you're a confident guy. You're winning. Not only winning, you're knocking out guys. What's been the difference between that point when you thought that you may only had 1 or 2 fights left to where you are now in your career?
From fight to fight, I've been gaining confidence in myself, and understanding that half of the job is done in the gym. And, a lot of that confidence has to do with learning and just maturing through the years. Having to learn some of the mistakes I've had and try to correct some of those mistakes. And when I do so, it's always the best Brian Viloria comes out that night in the fight. And so, if you take a look at the past fights, it wasn't really the guy beating me. I've been winning against Tamara, and I was winning the fight against, Nino, and I thought I won the fight against Nino in the rematch. But it all came down to how I performed, and I think I beat myself in those fights. And it was just that I don't think I was doing that little extra for me to get over that hump. So now I've been doing that little extra, and doing everything I have to do, and not leaving. Not leaving anything out in the training camp. So for me, I think it's the same way I'm looking at this fight. Try not to leave anything behind.
You've had a lot of great wins in your career, be it Segura, some other guys. But how much the Nino win? Because obviously the 2 grueling fights already in career. How much satisfaction do you get by beating him and stopping him?
It was great satisfaction. I think I took that fight a lot more personal than the other fights I had in the past. Only because I thought I did win the last the second rematch with him, and I thought to prove to myself that I could beat a guy like Nino, and I did in a fashion where I knocked him out. So that kind of took the monkey off my back. And I felt great. I felt great after that win, and and here we are again, you know, going up against a great champion in Marquez, and you know, putting myself to the test.
I know you don't need any extra motivation for this fight. Obviously, it's a big unification fight here in LA. You got the master, Freddie Roach. He also has a familiar face in his corner, Robert Garcia. What's that add to this add to the fight, the promotion? Talk about that angle of it.
You know, I've trained both trainers, and you know, both trainers are great at their job, so I understand. But it's not them fighting in the ring. You know, they can tell us, and the fighters, all they can, have all their knowledge. But when it comes down to it, you know, it comes down to us executing what we need to do in the ring. So I mean, you can have all those guys in your corner, but if you don't do what you're told to do, and if you don't prepare the way they try to help you prepare, then all that is, you know, all of it goes to waste. So the way I see it, you know, we're the ones fighting in the ring. We're the ones that have to listen to them. We're the ones that have to execute and do what they tell us to do. So if we don't do that, then, you know.
Well, we're going to see you Saturday night here in America on WealthTV, WealthTV.com. Anything you want to say to the fans that you have all over the place? I mean, one thing about Brian Viloria, you're all, you know, Filipino fans, the fans of Hawaii, all over the continental United States, being an Olympian, and tell something to the fans out there before you see Saturday.
I just want to say, you know, thank you for all the support that you gave me throughout these years, ups and downs. You know, you guys stuck it out with me, and hopefully this come Saturday, you guys come out and tune in. Expect a great fight, and I'll be doing the hula dance after I beat Marquez. So watch for that.
We look forward to seeing you on WealthTV Saturday night. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Thank you.